We are deeply pained and anguished by the barbaric act and inhuman act of the Jawans from the Aigar North at D Block Kohima. Today, in the afternoon, around 12:30 p.m., our president, he was on official duty, and while he was passing through the gate of this camp, there was an important call to which he had to attend, and thereby he had to stop for a minute or two around the camp of the Assam Raffles. When he have stopped to attend to that call, the security guard from the Assam Raffles came forward to him, asking him to move away from the park area which he have kept his car. And the president requested that he had to attend an important call, and as such he had stopped in that particular area. And when the call was completed, the Jawan came forward and threatened him that he will puncture his car tires. And to that, our president, in response, have replied to him that he have parked his vehicle just for some time and not for long. In between their conversation, the Jawan, out of nowhere, had hit our president and dragged him out of the car and have physically assaulted the president of the Angami Students Union. Angami Students Union is questioning the Aigar North, its Jawans, as to whether they are really the friends of the hill people or the enemies of the hill people. We, the Angami Students Union, will never tolerate such inhuman act in our land. And this is also as a result of the existing Armed Forces Special Powers Act in our homeland. We therefore, taking this opportunity, appeal to the government of India to immediately repeal the AFSPA from the Naga homeland. While pursuing on the matter, the Angami Students Union would like to clarify on the lightning shutdown which was called today. After learning about the news, the union officials rushed down to the army camp, whereby our president was seen being physically assaulted. But the Jawans and the Assam Raffles, Jawans who were there, came out and they disowned hitting our president and assaulting him. Wherein we have clearly seen through our president that his shirts were torn and his face was punched. Still then, the Jawans have refused of the act, and as such, there were retaliation among the Angami students officials and the Jawans present in the camp. And when we were confronting with the Jawans who were with their rifles, we felt that if any situation goes out of hand, then the general public may be at danger. And as such, in order to ensure the safety of the citizens, we had to call for this lightning shutdown. Or else, it is never the intention of the Angami Students Union to scapegoat the business community or the general public, where the issue is with the Assam Raffles and not the general public. And therefore, we express our heartfelt regret that because of this issue, today we had to call for this lightning shutdown in the town areas. But as I have mentioned, the incident that occurred during the moment was as such that it could have gone to any extent, and therefore, keeping in mind the safety of the public citizens, we had to explore ways and means where we mitigate public crowding, and in that intention, we have called for this shutdown, and we regret for the inconveniences caused. But here again, the Angami Students Union, while reiterating our anguish and sadness over this issue, we have called for an indefinite ban starting from tomorrow. After which, we have also had a series of meetings with the Angami forums, including the seniors from our fraternity, the rangers, and the various units under the Angami Students Union. After much deliberation and discussion, we have a threadbare discussion. We had a series of talks considering the various challenges and inconveniences being faced by the public. We are here to clarify that the indefinite ban is not against or imposed on the business community, the general public, or the educational institutions. The indefinite ban confines particularly to the movement of the Assam Raffles in particular. While we were interacting with the senior officers from the camp, the senior officers have already owned the responsibility of manhandling the president of the Angami Students Union. And at the same time, after discussing with our units, our seniors, and the fraternity of the Angami Students Union, it has been the appeal of all these members that we give a grace period to the so-called jawans from the Aigar North. And as such, we are giving a grace period of 48 hours with effect from tonight. That within these 48 hours, the Assam Raffles in particular and the Aigar North in general should identify the jawan concerned and punish him as per the rules of the army and as per the rule of the land, and which report should also be made known to the general public. We also demand that within these 48 hours, the jawan and the Aigar North should tender unconditional apology in public domain. And if within these 48 hours they are unable to fulfill or meet the demands of the Angami Students Union, as we have published today, the indefinite ban on the movement of the Assam Raffles shall be restricted. Until such time the issue is resolved, we are warning the Assam Raffles to restrain themselves from moving freely around the Angami inhabited areas. This is issued in the interest of all parties, because while we are sad and anguished, yet as an intellectual body, we do not intend to aggravate the situation or invite any untoward incidents. And therefore, we hope that the concerned parties will take this grace period very seriously. Now, the matter is with the Angami Students Union. And when an official, a reputed student leader who was on duty, can be manhandled in this manner, the safety and security of the public remains questionable. We understand that these forces are here to protect the people, but under the protection of AFSPA, they have been continuing torturing and harassing the common people. Angami Students Union strongly stands in solidarity and support with the Naga Students Federation in our fight to repeal this AFSPA. And so long the AFSPA continue to exist in our Naga homeland, this kind of activities have been continuing and may continue. And therefore, this inhuman act must be repealed once and for all in our homeland. Angami Students Union, we are giving a clear message to the Aigar North that they must come and meet the demands of the Angami Students Union, or else the Angami Students Union is mobilizing all possible forces to fight for our rights and to ensure that no such innocent Naga public are being tortured by the persons in uniforms and rifles. And to mention, after physically assaulting our president, the jawan had also went to the extent of showing his rifle butt to our president. That has been the intention of the incident. And therefore, we would like to know what was the intention of the said jawan to have physically assaulted the president of the Angami Students Union. Or in other words, a common people who was innocently passing through the gate has to meet to this kind of incident. And therefore, Angami Students Union, we are reiterating our stand that the demands, as I have mentioned, must be met within 48 hours. Interaction between the two parties, after which he was taken to the hospital for medical attention, and after which the Angami Students Union have been having a series of meetings, and we are yet to get an update on the medical attention being given to our president. And we have went and witnessed that he was in such a condition that we could easily identify that he was assaulted. But the Jawans refused that they have assaulted him. And therefore there were retaliation amongst us. And there were some push and pull also. Now we felt that there is going to be a situation among the public and the Assam Raffles. So if situation goes out of hand, then the common public will also be in kind of situation. So in order to ensure that the common people are safe from such untoward incident, we had to call for a shuttle.
Nagaland TV, Sob Manulaga Awas. Watch us live on Geo TV and on your television sets as well. For Dimapur viewers, we are on channel number 994 in Global Chapter, and Kohima and Mokokchung viewers, switch to channel number 138 on Hornbill Digital. For all news and updates, follow us on Facebook, Instagram, YouTube, and Twitter.